And here we are. We're up and in with the kid that's 1-0 up. And he's got a different kind of radio this time. He's not going to be silencing them. He's going to be intercepting them. My favourite word of the day. It is indeed Isildur with armoured assault tactics as the Soviets. He's 1-0 up, Eddie. And who's he up against?
He's up against the big bad Luvnest, and he ain't got a chance now, man. Isildur's nothing. I'm still telling you. Easy win for Luvnest. But yeah, I think everyone's just secretly hoping now for... Come on, Luvnest. Step it up. Find that old form and make this a best of 3 right to the end. As he's on the cusp of being 2-0'd, and that's... I don't know. This sounds weird with Luvnest in the game's name and getting 2-0 down.
Big shout out to Spanky to making this snow map. He also deleted the buildings that made it a terrible map, and now it's a really good competitive map, so thank you, Spanky. He's actually in the Australian desert right now, so if somebody could clip that and send it to him, maybe he'll receive it in the next month. This isn't any old Vermusht. This is Luvnest Vermusht, and he has the MG42 to end all MG42s, and that's because he's one of the best players ever at using it. This is a best of 3 series. He's 1-0 down, but he's on his favourite faction. Yes, he might be damn good as Soviets, but if you ask him, he'll always say the mighty Vermusht.
And for those joining on YouTube in the future, we were just discussing before the game how to pronounce Osterkippe. And also the map name we ascertained is called Bayoax. That's how it's pronounced. Don't at me.
Anyway, second Grenadier is on its way. Pioneer, of course, is actually in the north. I usually expect that the Pioneer will chill out with the MG somewhere, the machine and Gewehr, but apparently not this time. Luvnest, by the way, has not elected to go for his own cutoff, but he has gotten the fuel, at least in the north. What do you think of Isildur's build order? It's not... Ed?
I think he's gone for the tried and tested, what he did against Hughes early in the series. If you're just joining us now, that was 2 engineers with 3 cons, but double flamethrower. So we'll see if he gets the munis to supply that kind of strat again, or can Luvnest utilize his MG42, which is usually his bread and butter unit and how he excels. If he can pressure Isildur, keep him off that muni flow, then I think that will stand him in good stead as he builds his third Grenadier in the order for Luvnest. An early 2-2 looks like on the cards, or flame half track.
Classic standard Wehrmacht play on a nice open map. Bayo offers 2 large hedgerows which will act as flow blockers, roughly dividing it into a 3-lane-ish kind of situation, but there's a lot more complexity to it than that. 3 Grenadiers will be looking to get LMG-42s, which could deprive Luvnest of Talamines, but we'll have a little look at what other commanders he's got. He's got Jaeger armour, Jaeger infantry for G43 should he want them, and mechanised assault, which he will not be going anymore.
Yeah, it seems like the window for mechanized assault's impact is pretty much done, but he did debate the old radio intercept commander, advanced armor or whatever, of Isildur to use. So Isildur's locked in his commander, whereas Luvnest still got free reign. I really think Jaeger infantry would be a great pickup for him this match.
Look at this! He's putting an S minefield on the retreat path of this conscript. He's now going to be trying to gun for it. He's going to surround it. He's ooh-roaring away, though. Has he been spotted on the S mine path? We're not going to have to wait and see. Maybe he's seen it, because he seems to be taking a wide path of it. Do we have any minesweepers? Yes, we've got a minesweeper in the works. Unfortunately, this MLGS mine has been spotted.
Yeah, the retreating unit of Isildur just saw it on the way back home, and good presence of mind there. Isildur taking a wide berth around that horrendous, dirty tactic retreat path with Luvnest. People hate to see it in auto match. Like, if I do it to someone, they usually insta rage quit. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know, just one of those things of honor, Matt, that you don't do, like when people used to tripwire mine the exit of buildings.
We've had many usurpers to Luvnest's throne over the years. A lot of hyped up players. Devem, Nagano, Kimbo. They've all come and they've all been beaten by this mighty general at some point in time. And he does not become the most successful Co-2 tournament player ever. Rifle made dodge there. By, you know, rolling over and letting people beat him. Luvnest is a worthy champion, and the history books show him being champion more times than others.
And was there a way way to know who got faction picked this game? 'Cause it's interesting. Luvnest did go Oster, not.
It's game 2, so it's just a reversal of the previous sides. In the deciding ace game, you have to think about faction choice and such, and should Luvnest win this, we will have to go to the victory points to decide who gets faction choice.
As I finally get updated on what I should have been.
How a tournament works? No,
yeah.
you pretend you asked that for the casuals. You're role-playing.
Clear now. But this is in game 17. But no, with
what that rifle mate did nothing. It hit the well. The roof of it at least, but conscripts are low health now. Core 98Ks could polish them off here. Can they get their accuracy firing? Maxim out for Isildur. That shows he's under the cosh right now. He's under pressure. Dun 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 from Luvnest.
Well, he can get his tier 3 building as well, so it's been a quick tech up for Isildur. He's looking at about 8 or 9 minute T70 should he go for it. But he's lost use temporarily as they retreat back with the combat pioneers. He'll have to start building then. As Luvnest pushing it fine just for that decap.
Yeah, mine must have gone up there. A gallbladder indeed. Got a vast reserve of it. Now this 222, does he have spotting scopes possibly? Yes, he does. Jaeger do give it him. And now some people in chat may not have ever seen Luvnest use spotting scopes in a tournament before, but I have, and he uses them to great effect. So it is a possibility, and I'm not suggesting he's going elephant. That wasn't my suggestion. Yes, there he is! Come on, he's watched too many tournaments. He has been around for too long, ladies and
spotting scope. Let's go.
Let's go.
We'll see the whole map.
Oh, I feel vindicated. Oh, so nobody cares I'm ranked 600 when I make a prediction like that. They all forget for a moment. And for that brief moment, people listen to me. It's so nice. Anyway, Grenadiers push up. Conscripts are here. We have had this mine possibly revealed there. Yes, indeed, there's the bloody minesweeper. 222 is in.
As long as 222 doesn't blow up that own mine.
Oh, Renslow! Moz and Nagants have focused him, but he escapes regardless.
That was a close one. Luvnest playing with fire at the moment with his squads. It seems one man capping the VP in the bottom and then one man barely getting home there on his Grenadiers. But what I was going to harp back to is just the choice of Wehrmacht. We've seen Luvnest going OKW a lot recently, and I like to see him back on Wehrmacht. I think throughout history, this is his better faction.
Definitely. Luvnest is, he's the best at playing this classic Wehrmacht style, and it doesn't get more classic than this, to be honest. He's got the 3 Grens, the MG42, the Scout Core, the 222 just rocking it. Soon to have spotting scopes at 5 command points for 30 munitions. You wait till you see the vision that thing gets him, especially if it gets veterancy.
Yes, we see the double engineers. It's a bit more reserved choice from Isildur's double engineers. One of them's a sweeper, and one of them's a flamer. So, you know, he's got a lot more respect against Luvnest, it seems, than the game against Hughes earlier, where he went double flamer without a sweeper. And just looking at the conscripts' veterancy already, one of them vet 2. Damn good use of that early game unit from Isildur. It's quite hard to get them vetted up, especially against Grens with LMGs, but Luvnest hasn't been upgrading his troops, instead going for more mines.
Interesting, yeah. I mean, I said that might limit him, but he hasn't limited himself. He's gone straight for the mines, which I consider more powerful of an option, even if he did lose 60 munitions of an S-mine earlier.
Yeah, that's one where if it pays off, you wipe 2 squads almost on retreat. So I think it was worth the risk for Luvnest, and it forced a reaction from Isildur. He had to go out of position, take unfavorable engagements just to avoid the S-minefield threat on retreat.
Let's give Isildur some credit. You don't become world champion easily either. This guy's been known as the mechanical nightmare, but you don't just get by on mechanics alone. You have to be good with your strategic choices as well. In this case, he's doubling down with Maxims. He's trying to remove Wehrmacht's natural crowd control advantage on a wide open map like this. Let's see how well that pays off for him. And Luvnest is going for the same. We're in for a long-ass game here, Ed. I know Isildur is under a triple cap right now. He has to, of course, change that fate. But if he does, we've got a machine gun heavy game, which usually makes it last longer than an infantry-based one would.
Yeah, it just means a bit more coverage now for Luvnest of the map as he locks down this. Look at that 500 VP still. As here comes the T70 to rear its head. There's only a pack 40 and 2-2 to defend in the mid, but that should be enough for the little light tank terror.
Oh, good rifle nade there. Pioneer's pushing, but he's got nothing to follow up. And the Maxim will persist. Can he get another rifle nade off, perhaps? He's going to have to retreat here. 2-2-2 goes in as well. And can't polish off the support weapon. We do have an LMG-42 there. That's putting in the pressure.
Yeah. Good hold there from Isildur, just tactically. That was stern stuff from him with the Maxim crew. A weaker hard would have retreated a lot earlier, or not missed the retreat at all, but he timed it perfectly and covered it with the T7.
In the north, we have finally a little bit of fuel denial from Isildur, but look at Luvnest's fuel count, everybody. Let's check where he is in his tech. He hasn't gone to battle phase 2 quite yet, which will cost 105, but he's going to have a Panzer IV in decent enough time, within 15 minutes at this rate, maybe 15, 16, if he chooses to, of course.
Yeah, and it's the age-old thing, though, of just one Pioneer. He went for 2 MG42s, but only having one Pioneer means the teching can be a bit slow, especially when you need it sweeping on the field. So Luvnest might be a bit slowed down by that, but yeah, 15-minute.
Oh, T70's going on a romp here. He goes past the MG42. The pack's firing. There's no Faust nearby. He could get round the side. He eats one shot. Will he reconsider his attack? No, he won't. Isildur pushes in regardless. Where's the nearest Faust threatening? There it is. Meanwhile, this Grenadier's duking out with a Maxim. Can he get away? Yes, he can.
Oh, kick it off there.
What a shot! Through the hedge there. T70 escapes, it seems.
Yeah, no follow-up, though. That T70 will be safe for now. But Isildur just showing that, he won't back away against Luvnest. He did push the envelope there and go past the pack, which was good attacking play there from him. Right mindset.
We do, of course, I did try and show it on the tactical map, but we do have spotting scopes from the 222, which gives us amazing vision. It's it's just insanity. It's like having a spy satellite in operation. You've gotten your tech center up as allies, and you've waited, and now you have a spy satellite, and that's what the 222 will do for you.
Yeah, 222 just got in a triple kill on COD, I think. UAV online. And now, when that thing reaches Vet 2 and 3, it's just going to see so far off the map,
Mate,
especially.
that's not how you say Predator, chopper gunner, nuke. That's that's the loadout. What's this UAV? You a team player? Bro, it's about KD. We don't worry about UAVs in this house. Want to go for glory, bro?
I just want the flag. Many lives been lost trying to capture that damn flag, but here we go, back to K2, and it's all about capturing the stars instead, and Isildur's cotton on to that fact now. He's realised, VPs might just be a factor here, Matt, and
they might be
definitely
indeed.
Prioritising them more, because Luvnest was running away with the VP lead there.
Certainly was, and don't forget, guys, he wants his faction choice in Game 3 on Faymanville's snowy version. Snowmanville, as it's also known. So let's see if he's able to do so. We've got fuel denial coming in. Isildur's certainly striking back. There we go. T70 finds the MG42. Will Luvnest see it in time? He sees it just about. Oh, he's got that pack set up. Of course he has. Of course he has, indeed. LMG Vet 2 versus Conscripts getting backed up by his Freunden.
Yeah, and it's been double Ratatata Maxim for Isildur, so he really wants this lockdown. But no GG Mortar yet from either player, so a bit sad news. It would be glorious in the mid, because it kind of can cover 2 VPs and obscure the vision at least with the smoke for the Maxims. But maybe we'll get one later, Matt. We can still hold out, but a lot of fuel now for Luvnest in terms of being ready for the P4. It's just whether we can get that tech up and fix this 2-2. It's a lot of strain on those single pyro squad.
We get into what I like to call the Isildur zone. I've seen a lot of players have great starts against Isildur, but then his mechanical superiority really begins to catch up with you. And he starts to overwhelm you past this point in the game. Has Luvnest been able to get tier 3 up in base? He's building it now a little bit late, one could say. Luvnest's going to have to fight the battle with his support weapons, but his support weapons are under heavy harassment from that Zis barrage.
Meanwhile, a sneeze would take out the 222 or a slightly strong wind of the Midlands variety. Yeah, it's so low HP, and it's not fully covered in the base, so anyone could run along and plink that just a little bit. But the T-70, meanwhile, is in the south and preoccupied. As, yeah, Isildur just chipping away at the mid-game against Luvnest, hemorrhaging the bleed, and has got his own triple cap for the first time in this game back against Luvnest.
Luvnest had the manpower. He recoiled, Ed. It was a tactical withdrawal. Conscript's about to die, by the way. Car 98Ks, where are you with that accuracy? Can't quite get the shots off. But this was tactical withdrawal. Luvnest was not losing many models on his squads. So he had a good amount of manpower ready for the Panzer IV. So to be fair, his timing was much better than dirty old rank 600 AE would imply. Let's go over to the stats screen, Ed, and have a little look at the KD. Showing a pretty hefty kill count for Luvnest. Have a little look at the graphs, the army value. Neck and neck out there, folks. And points held, you'll see the ebb and flow of battle. The Blue Tsunami did come in, but Luvnest is looking to recapture his losses very soon.
Yeah, I mean, traditional Soviet KD there for Isildur, but remember there are conscripts against Gren, so he's trading pretty well for that. But now, that kind of mid-game power surge is going to come in the form of a P4 backed up by 4 Grens, 3 of them having LMGs. And like we said earlier, with the double MG of Luvnest, this does look like a sweet spot he's about to hit here in terms of his power and timing windows.
CPU's Panzer IV with spotting scopes as well, just completely has as much vision as he'd ever want. Maxim's hit Veteracy 2 with 5 kills, not too shabby. T-70 only has 4, so Maxims are clearly OP. Meanwhile, conscripts are making all the use of green cover as they can. That heavy damage and accuracy reductions to your opponent really does help your staying power. Isildur, by the way, is going for, of course, the T-34 85 variant. Extra health, extra penetration. Oh, what a Panzer IV shot! Can he finish the job here? 2-2 with fire. Lucky escape.
Oh, poor Pioneer, so useless on a retreat path as the con sneaks away. But P4 actually doing work there. It's because of the trees covering that, blocking that shot. But we do see the GG border. Let's go. I'm rooting for Luvnest for the rest of the game. Finally, we see a break to the deadlock, and hopefully this unit will help provide some cover so Luvnest can actually push these Soviet lines.
Has there been any wipes, you ask? Not to my knowledge. I'll quickly check that, though. We can't see any wipes for Isildur, and I don't think Luvnest has lost a single thing as well. He's got all of his original squads, so no wipes at this point in time. Ed, talk about the virtues of the mortar. Tell players out there why they don't see enough of an elite level play and what it actually offers.
Well, if listening to Orange Pest and others, they don't see it as a reliable unit because it is very RNG with the scatter, but sometimes you don't really need that reliability. You need a third option. You can push head on, you can flank, but sometimes you do need that smoke or just the barrages to whittle away at an MG unit, force your opponent off and get them moving. As we just seen there, one hit and already that Maxim squad's at low HP per model.
And here we go, there's the Vet 2 sight range. It's a suborbital satellite, and the T-70 wants to get rid of it. Isildur's targeting that Vet 2 spotting scope 222, and he has every right to, because Luvnest is going to see him coming literally a mile away.
Yeah, and help spotting for that mortar already Vet 1, so just showing its worth there in the damage and sending that Maxim crew back running. Whereas the T-70 does the same in a slightly different face-to-face combat style other than the indirect, so yeah, as we see a double pack now built for Luvnest. This almost screams of he's going to go for the good old Panzerwerfer, it seems.
It could be, it genuinely could be. Not a bad option, double pack into possibly a Brumbear as well, don't forget. This map actually started with a Brumbear on it once. It was here, and it could be salvaged by OKW, so of course Spanky had to remove that.
Oh, oh, I love my little Easter eggs of a map that can actually help out OKW. But oh well, back to the drawing board, boys.
Second pack's on its way. T-34-85 gets its first kill back in the South. Grenadiers are capping under duress of the now Veterans for 2-5 kill T-70. This has all the hallmarks of a classic game. If you're watching this, you know, this is what we're here for. This is why we fund these tournaments. It's for games like this one. For action like this. Conscripts looking low. Panzerfall looks to finish them off. How are they escaping? They can't keep getting away with this. Grenadiers on low health. T-70 now gets 7 kills. This...
Bit of a weird choice there. Luvnest backs off with the P4. Instead of going in for one more shot, I think he could have got the wipe there, but... Speaking of indirect earlier, Isildur's gonna up the ante a bit, and he's gone straight for Katusha. No mortar for him. He's going for the all-out Stalin organ. And yeah, just wants that phonetical death waving its way towards Luvnest's Grens, especially with 4-man models. It's gonna be rough.
Right. It is gonna be rough. He's got 5 support weapons, Ed. It's the perfect weapon against him. And he's not bothered saving for the IS-2 or going for another T-34-85. He's going straight for the implement of destruction. It's the Stalin organ. This could have a concerto of devastation for Luvnest. He's going to have to be really careful from here on in, because Isildur will be waiting for the right moment to push and volley. And that's what we're going to be seeing. Faust coming in.
Good connection and flank there from the Grens, catching the T-70 off guard. But as we see... Back on the old Mortar Watch CSI. It's Vet 2 now, Matt, already. Barely been on the field a couple of minutes and it's doing work. So I think the good old Katusha might have something to say about those pesky mortar squads.
Don't forget, by the way, Isildur is a 2v2 pro. He's won 2 versus 2 tournaments before. That's how he got his name, actually, firstly. And here comes a big Katusha barrage on the retreating Grenadier and on the packs. Nice option, but he's not getting the rewards at the moment. There he is. Can he finish it off? An errant rocket, perhaps? No, just the 2 kills so far.
3 helping out there for the Grens, but yeah, one thing maybe Helping Hands would be a bit disappointed with seeing there from Luvnest is both his AT guns were being towed around in unison there, like 2 little twinnies off a park walk, and I'd like to see him spread them out, come at different angles.
I like them together. Are you a
You want him as one look?
I think
I'm definitely not a spreader. I don't have the APM, but I would always recommend against Katusha now.
Yeah, but if you actually see something, you can kill it, and this is a perfect example of just that. You can kill this flag or maybe this sandbag.
We got him.
That would have been awesome.
Flag down. I think the 2-2's given enough vision as it is. If you give some angles with those cross-firing AT guns, I just think it's harder to predict for the enemy's armor. Rather than
I was
sticking
thinking
them
the
together.
Katusha might be ready for another volley, but this is just a vanilla push in. He gets a stun round off target, weak point with the pack. However, conscripts go forward. 2-2-2 trying to defend. Does he have anything else coming in here? Gets another volley off, but this 2-2-2 is done for. He's taking out the satellite, Ed.
Great push there from Isildur. Notices that the Grens weren't there to cover and get the snares off. And yeah, great play. Oh, but the denial of the conscripts means they cannot cap the Pack 40. He deletes his own Pack 40 instead.
Oh, loses
Great
a Pack
push there
40
from
and the veterancy, and then Ziskun is killing from the western side. That's a big takeout there. That's 520 manpower down. It's not more than that, sorry. It's 360 times 2, isn't it? Of course, 720 manpower. Jesus Christ, it's a big win for Isildur. Yeah, and a Katusha barrage to insult to injury on the mortar and the repairing pioneers.
But fear not, man. The mortar's Vet 3, it lives on for now. Ooh,
Still got the maths wrong. It's 320.
And there's a Dangerschütz in the build. All's okay, Luvnest fans. Don't worry. Fear not. The GG mortar still has this chance.
My point was, Ed, it was a lot of manpower. Disregard any numbers I may have said.
No worries, no worries.
I'm a chartered accountant now. I've got my final
Numbers are for losers anyway. Just pure gut instinct and feel. That's all we care about.
Oh, Luvnest is going for the Dangerschütz. I was kind of hoping somewhere and deep within the recesses of my decrepit mind that we'd see an elephant in this game, but we are going to see the Dangerschütz instead.
Matt with numbers is like Captain Sully with landing on the Hudson. I eyeballed it. It's in there. But here we go. Big Bad Stug. Michael Wittmann's finest. Let's hope he's on board. But yeah, spot and scope with Stug combo map. Who needs pack 40s?
How did that 222 survive that attack? I've had it in the back of my mind to mention it afterward. But it was amazing how it somehow survived.
Yeah. Von Ivan would not have left that as a survivor. Would have sacrificed T70 or anything to take it down. But Isildur noped out.
Maxim being stolen. He is gliding, everybody. He's gliding over the map. This is incredible by Luvnest. Oh, what a dank move. Oh, and he shot. He shot Michael Jackson. He's
Elvis
the king of pop.
I think that was Elvis knee sliding all the way home.
Okay.
Elvis von Pappen, where have you been? That's the matter. As he gets shot for desertion by his own, by the enemy conscripts.
Go on, Luvnest. Nade him on retreat. Oh, he's not
at home. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, they're home.
We're not playing Gridiron, Ed. This is soccer.
What would Madden advise now for the austere army?
T70 with 13 kills. Just using attack grounds at the moment. He's got a bloody whole fire on Madman.
Yeah, it's definitely heating up in the snow here on this glorious version of the map.
Oh, look at the look at it! It spots for it from miles away. The 222 spots the T70. The Stug gets a shot off. What a tag team! Like the Dudley brothers out there. He picks him up and he cutters him.
Wow, I haven't heard that combo for a while. WWF. But yeah, as we see, 10 kills on the 222. It was left alive. I don't know why. Maybe to tell the others not to come back from Isildur. He's leaving a message by leaving that 222 alive. But it is about to pop onto Vet 3 and basically see the whole Earth free. And yeah, there's now pack 40 to back up. So we could see tier 4 after this from Luvnest, but considerably halted by that great Isildur push down south earlier.
Hacks win the rebuild, but here's the Katusha. Where's the assault? It's again on the support weapons. He's now down to 3 from 5. He has rebuilt a pack just now, so not going well. He's got a lot of fuel as well, Ed. Would you have liked to have seen possibly another Stug instead of a pack there against the Katusha, perhaps?
For me, I think he needed to, well, not clump his packs together, as we saw how bad that works out when you get pushed. And primarily, I think he needed a Werfer, something to combat, or P-Grens Restrict, something to combat this Katusha, and keep Isildur's support weapons honest, as his guns and Maxim start to fed up. But like you said, a Bumbar would have been a very valid choice as well. But the longer you delay tier 4 for Austin, the more you don't want to go it in the end. And manpower becomes the crucial resource.
This mortar is veterancy 3. It has 18 kills and counting. The Maxim's been pushed away as a result. Here we go. We've not just got a 222 now. We've also got Recon. Luvnest sees everything, to quote Toy Story.
The claw.
It moves.
Who will get plucked from the next unit wiped by the claw? But yeah, still only one pioneer for Luvnest. Making me cry inside a little bit, because there's so much repair time for orders. 3 vehicles now, and see if that Isildur can capitalise on that. He's got a Vet 3 flame squad himself, so repair's going to be no problem for him. He can even pop self-repair whenever he wants.
Dominating the central victory point, the northern victory point. We are entering that Soviet late game efficiency zone, but it seems like Luvnest veterancy is going to be the counter. Usually it's OKW that struggle against the Soviet super late game. Wehrmachts have been balanced over the past million years, since 2013. Oh, what about this though?
They can fit more in on their popcaps.
Oh, they can. Sturmovik coming in. We just had a Zis shot against the Panzer IV. Will it escape against those turbo cannons from the sky above? Katusha as well. This is a multifaceted, 5-dimensional assault.
Get that squad out alive, Luvnest. Oh my god. It's impersonating an infantry section with 4 models and no HP. Oh my god, best cosplay ever of an infantry section from that mortar. Take a bow.
Oh, and here it is. It is devastating. Can he get a squad wipe? Not with a dead plane, he can't. Pintle mounts there to the rescue by the Panzer IV. He nearly died to the plane and then he took it out himself. What's this? Oh, another one. Oh, he crashes as well.
Already.
Great. Yeah. We're all Luvnest fanboys. We want to see a deciding ace game. Sorry, guys, for bias casting, but you know we want to see a big, long series today. We don't want any 2-0 stomps, or we want to get to Faymanville Winter with all things level and clear. Nice 15-minute break between the games, and let's get the players rocking. But Isildur has other ideas. He may only have 130 victory points, but he has an Su-85 coming. He's now captured 3 victory points. He's got a Maxim there in the south. He's got 1 in the mid, and he's got conscripts waiting in the north. He's trying to hold here, everybody.
Isildur's pop cap's pretty much done now. He could maybe squeeze in another Zisgun if he loses a few models somewhere, but it's Luvnest who's still got that 19 pop cap leeway. He has to make it count. I just would love to see him get that tier 4 up for the buff for his infantry, and also to get a Pumba or a Werfer or even an Elephant. Just something that to get that buff going off the tier 4, because at the moment he's teched it, but it's not built.
Just Pioneers are currently, and actually does have the option for, there they are, it does have the option for tier 4 to be built in base, having gotten battle phase 3.
They're
So
impersonating the pack 20s and they're just running around in pairs at the moment, are the Pioneers.
want to keep that 2-2 alive though with its 15 kills and its suborbital capabilities. Pack spotting the T-34, Katusha with the barrage against the MG. Will he go forward into this? No, he retreats away.
Takes a couple of models for its crimes there in the mid. But it's just Isildur's 7-man cons now trading so well, even against 4 LMG Grens, eating up a lot of pop cap and
Stuck
manpower.
in danger there, Ed. He gets a cheeky shot away on the Su-85, but the
It's fine. Double
Just
pyro
about.
hype will fix that up and no problem. But what's not fine is the constant triple cap Isildur's maintaining. It's been double LMGs and cons and green cover, but the GG Mortar needs to get back out on the field and swing it away. 'Cause, yeah, I think that's what's been helping Luvnest out a bit, get any kind of territory.
targets the green cover with the Panzer IV, trying to get rid of it and vacating from that northern victory point. Meanwhile, T-3485's looking to go in. We've got an 18A threatening on the 222. Pat gets a shot away. There's no follow-up. Grenadiers get murked there. Meanwhile, we do have a capture in the north. Very important to keep your eye on that. We have got a capture in the centre. Oh, and there it is. The Stuka bombing strike nearly takes out the T-70.
Cheeky breaky. A blind strike there almost from Luvnest, just with the Stuka. Didn't have any setup or ram capabilities on as Ostis, so yeah, it was a tough one to pull
Panzer
off.
IV's going for a push, Ed. He's pulling the trigger there. No, he reverses away. Nice quick turn from the Su-85. Keeps himself alive. Very quick reactions by... Oh, we've had an assassination by the Grens with the LMG, Ed. It's all going over. He's having to go in overdrive, hype casting mode, because this game deserves it. You know?
Definitely. That was a good poke with the P4, but still gets veterancy and slapped the Su-85 back into position. That's going to have to get fixed up. And suddenly, Isildur, role reversal, he's on the back foot now as this ebb and flow match continues. Great to watch.
Oh, it's amazing. I might upload this to YouTube on its own because this game deserves it. We've got another Katusha barrage on a vanilla Grenadier. We've got a triple cap for Luvnest. That's the big story. And before Isildur knows it, he's going to be down to double-digit figures. Let's check out this northern engagement. No cover, of course, for Grenadiers. They can't make it. Luvnest has gone for a second pack. He's got so much fuel.
So many support weapons. It's against the Katusha. T-34 and the T-70. It could be rough if Isildur can conjure his forces up for a big push again. But I think Luvnest now just grabbing a bit of hold of this game. Still doesn't have his tier 4 up.
No.
Oh. So he cannot get the elephant even if he saved enough fuel and manpower for folks until he gets that tier 4 structure up.
Panzer IV going north. Conscripts hastily building their defence. So he has to target the defence, buying him time. It's about 6 shots to kill that thing. And in the meantime, the T-3485 makes its presence known. Isildur's recapturing bits of the map now. Let's just take a little bit of a time. Well, let's just make sure we can first. Right, we're going to go to half speed, guys. We're going to take a little bit look at these stats. That's the right button. They're half speed now. Let's check out the KD. Luvnest has certainly gone ahead. That's not just conscripts talking, Ed. Let's look at the points held. You can see the evenness there. No, we have to go back to the game. I can see the Panzer IVs getting attacked by the Zis. Faust 18-8 threatening, but the conscripts die because of it. They die where they stand.
Caught against green cover there on the wrong side. P4 makes short work of it and dodges, like Neo, a Ziz shot as well. Only one Ziz gun still for Isildur. Probably thought he'd get more worth out of his Su-85 than he currently has. But the vision of 2-2 with spotting scopes and Vet 3 and a
We've got incendiary nades! Incendiary round, sorry! There on the MG42, taking out the T-70! He moved! He put the new ammunition in! And what great MG play to take out the light tank of Isildur! Fantastic work by the one and only Luvnest. Indeed. Thanks, Ed.
Sex Nest.
Oh, what a setup.
It's all going off, but there's a lot of stars on the veterancy of each forces have got to that late game. That mecca of veterancy, they finally made it. And now it just comes down to the pivotal play of both players as the conscripts nearly die, and the Vet 2 pioneers. Shotgun blast of the Katyusha, and another T-34 built for Isildur. So double T-34. This one's going to be the normie version, not the 85.
It's got to be Ed. It's real tough times now for Isildur. He's up against it. Luvnest is triple capping him. He's got a Grenadier in the north, the one in the south being attacked by a Panzer force, but he has the Stug ready. Veterancy 3, penetration, rate of fire, everything you could possibly want, Ed.
Oh, do not let that MG crew, the hero of the fatherland, go down. Just skips away with 1 HP from the T-34 as the Su-85 looks in trouble. I love this, just managing his mass forces that little bit better than Isildur, it seems, at the moment.
This is a lesson in pressure, Ed. Company heroes at this level is often about waves of pressure and pushing your opponents away. It's my most common adjective as a caster is pushing. Luvnest is going to push and keep Isildur off balance now. He knows his job. He's got 3 victory points. He's going to constantly exploit weaknesses and just keep Isildur off balance. And he should see this game out. Isildur has to see that happen. He has to group his forces and attack in a concerted effort. He can't afford to come in drips and drabs.
I think Luvnest needs to switch over now. He's holding just a normal strategic point. I think all concentration needs to be held onto that mid-VP. Isildur's trying to blast his way
Panzer
through
IV
with
down!
the Ziz.
Vet 3, Ziskun gets the kill there. And the Grenadiers won't like it. I mean, we have pressure exerted in the north. He's up against an MG. We have still a triple cap Maxim to the rescue. In the south, still being capped, 34 remaining. Isildur needs to go in for the kill. Stug showing his rear. Gets attacked there. Pack's ready, though. They take one T-34 out. Can they take the other? Do they have the range? 222, a hero. Reversing away, still alive somehow. Pack's have to reposition, but he gets taken out from afar. Oh, wow.
Denied. Oh, the Stug is bound to go down. There it goes, but doesn't matter. I don't think it does. Luvnest all in on the mid VP. Ignore everything else in your life. Just get in there. Flank and Maxim with the rifle nades.
Yes, but what a spin by the Maxim, Ed. What a spin. It was an incredible spin there. He did the exact right thing. He was facing this way. He sees the danger, faces the south, keeping himself in the game.
Smoke and poke, man. The smoke and poke.
Keeping himself in the game on 16 victory points. Meanwhile, T-34 is reversing in, looking for danger. He knows he's got a stricken engine. He knows the packs are ready for blood. So he does the only thing he can do. He takes somebody with him. That is heroism at its very finest.
Going for that low-key annihilation. But finally we get the surround and pound on the Maxims. No smoke usage there from Luvnest. Butchering his way through. Desperate for those VPs as the P4 will pick up some veterancy as it enters the field. Pretty much free.
Oh, Packs are going forward. They're looking for the SU, but as the Katyusha recharge, he's got 31 seconds and left in which to operate as Luvnest. He finds the SU. He's got the vision. Can he get the killing blows? This would be brilliant for Luvnest. No, he can't. He has to relinquish, and he knows the Katyusha is somewhere there soon. Fair enough.
Buy some precious time there for map field that he can just get down onto that southern VP. I don't believe he can win in the north engagement.
Got Maxim, Grenadier. We've got He needs to
That'll
delete
do the
this
trick.
cover.
P4 could help out. Yep, whilst the SU-85, another T-34 in the build, but SU-85 is mangled, and there's just one conscript left. There's still 4 grenadiers of Luvnest. In this type of game, 39 minutes in, that is unit preservation to behold.
100 points remaining for Luvnest. How did that happen? This is an epic game, that's how. We've had an eye on him for winning this game, but Isildur has other ideas. He wants to see this series out, and he's not going anywhere. Preemptive Katusha volley. It's on a good target. The Grenadiers skip away. Maxim's going to be under stress. He's got a rifle nade in his imminent future. Does he go for the rear side of the squad? Yes, he does. A lot of health damage done. LMG's now skirts in and skirts out. We've got a cap in the south. We've got a cap in the north. That could be the big story here. 16 victory points could tick away. And he takes out the Maxim. Yes, he does.
There from Luvnest, pushes the Maxim off. And then with it, I think Isildur's hopes of this game goes with it, as the Ziz is going to be cleared up as well. Vet 3 finally goes down. Only ever had one Ziz gun all game. Even though the skill planes ride their little Valkyrie of death at the end here of suppression, I think Luvnest has this in the bag now, just to hold out these last 10 VPs. Crazy stuff, man. Great game.
Great game. GG, well played. And I'm going to become a hypocrite, Ed. I'm going to allow myself one swear word. G fucking G. We're going to a decided ace game. And that's what we came here for, ladies and gentlemen. This is why the Master League exists. It's to provide excellent entertainment in a stage such as this one. Well played to both players. There we go. What a game. The players have the right to have a 15-minute break, I believe. I've given the option of 20 minutes if they want. Luvnest says, see you in 15. So there we go. We got 15 minutes. So starting...
Lombardi time. He'll be there, Matt. Fishing as always, but what a game from him. And to close that one out, like Isildur was hanging on like a little cockroach after a nuclear explosion. He just didn't want to go anywhere. He's like those guys from Men in Black, you know, the coffee. But fantastic game there. I'm absolutely, brain juice is gone, it's fried. I don't even know what's going on. But I saw a Vet 3 mortar, I saw a Vet 3 222, and I saw some great GG pushes from both Isildur and stemming back from Luvnest with 4 Grens. Somehow held it together at the end there. Just fantastic stuff. Tier 4, who needs it, Matt? Luvnest did it the old-fashioned way.
Let's just say as well, that's definitely how you play the...
Make American or Warmushed, which is just the Germans, I guess.
Yeah, that's how you play the Wormushed. So well played to Luvnest. Ed and I need a break now. We do need one because that was a hell of a lot of action to cast.
Resurgence here and some brain fruit blueberries. There you go, folks. Got my snacks sorted. Going for that late game. Best of 3 vibes, but yeah, I think just need to recollect after that map.
Definitely. We have had some new patrons, by the way. We're up to 120 now, so I'll call out the newbies that are funding all these tournaments that you're going to be seeing this year. Some epic events planned. Metal Battle, there's a name I've heard before. Mr. Brinkman, Jersco, Gammy, Mr. Russell as well is now a $50 backer. So we've got a serious war chest. Every penny goes into the prize pools, guys. We've got some excellent events planned this year. So if you're enjoying this content, it's much better than a Twitch sub. Just put $5 in this fund a month, and we're going to be seeing some awesome games. Let's take a break, Ed.
Good stuff. GG's.